What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to Hollywood Hangouts. We're finally back, and I'm here with two of my favorite people in the industry, Emma Shannon and Gaven Wilde. You know these two very well. Emma, you are Rizzo in The Pink Ladies. You are Nyx in Pretty Freaking Scary on Disney. And you are young Judy Gemstones on the Righteous Gemstones. Gavin is Moose from the Black Phone. He's young Jesse Gemstone on the Gemstones. And you played Dennis in Halloween Kills.
Sure.
Fun fact, I was a background extra on Halloween Kills and the Righteous Gemstones.
Oh, that's awesome.
And we've never shared a scene together. It makes me
Yeah,
sad.
yeah.
Makes me sad. All right. Anyway, y'all, how are y'all doing on this glorious day?
I'm doing good, man. What about you?
Not too bad. Not too bad. Emma, how's it going?
It's a great day today. It's been raining a lot here, so it's finally a sunny day. It's been raining 2 days in a row, so sunny day. I'm excited.
It's been raining here too, on and off. Yeah, it's been I have not been enjoying the weather as of late.
It's
All
been
right.
too slummy for me up in South Carolina. I mean, come on, I moved here for the weather to be sunny and happy. I want
That's
to go.
true. That's
I
true.
know they say that about Los Angeles too.
Yeah, yeah.
Me and Emma were just talking about that. How fun fact, me and Gavin live 10 miles down the road from each other.
Third, dude, we have to go and get something to eat one day, man. Like seriously.
Dude, have you been to the Carolina Ale House?
No, I think I know where that might be.
Have
Uh,
you have you been, because it's down the road from you, have you been to Tiki Taco?
no, no.
That's where I'm taking you. We're going to Tiki Taco.
Taco, that
We've
sound.
we've driven by there.
I was about to say, I was like, that sounds really familiar.
It looks so cool. I
It's
want to try it.
it's
Emma
so
is
good.
far better at like directions than I am. It took me like 3 months to figure out how to get out of my neighborhood.
No,
Like just a
well,
whole bunch of neighborhoods.
It's a big neighborhood
I was
It
though.
is.
gonna say that neighborhood. I live in a kind of identical neighborhood, and yeah, they're mazes. It's
Oh my
ridiculous.
goodness.
Tiki Taco though, that's they have live music too. I think it's Thursday, Friday, and maybe Saturday. So yeah, it's pretty good food. So Emma, when you're back in town, we'll all go, and
That
it'll be
would be awesome.
amazing.
I'd love it.
Um,
I love it.
all right, so it's a sad moment. I'm gonna try not to cry.
I know.
We've done all of our crying already.
Yeah.
Uh, Righteous Gemstones returns to HBO Max on March 9th, and it is the final season. Bittersweet. As I just said, these two play the younger versions of Judy and Jesse Gemstone. Y'all are fantastic in those parts, by the way. The fact that Emma becomes Edie Patterson and Gavin becomes Danny McBride is wild to me. You guys are amazing talent, and I've told you both this before. You both are the next big thing in Hollywood. I really do mean that.
Dude, thank you, brother. I appreciate
Thank
that.
you so much.
What has been your favorite thing? Because you've been playing these characters now going on 5 years. What has
Yeah.
been your favorite thing about playing these characters?
Oh gosh. Who wants to go first? Emma, do you want to go first? You want me to go first?
Uh, I guess I can go first. I mean, the most I think the most like amazing thing about playing this role is like well first of all like being able to like be crazy, and I feel like with this character like it's just like my release to like just be like angry and like crazy, um and just like growing into like from season 1 to season 4 just growing with the character, and like, because every single season I learned something new about the character, and yeah, just getting to, I feel like growing into her is probably the best thing.
I would say to piggyback off of what Emma said, we're always doing crazy stuff. Like, so that's why it's so fun, like I've never worked on anything where it's constantly this wild. We're always filming in like ginormous mansions and like we get to see beautiful cars and beautiful places and things like that. It's always just nuts because the family is filthy rich. I would say that's been a lot of fun, but Honestly, just the crew. I love, love, love working with David. Danny, I got to actually like, believe it or not, Danny's been predominantly behind the scenes throughout all this. But we got to hang out with a little bit of everybody, especially this season. We got to meet a lot of the older cast, which we had seen glimpses of, or maybe gotten to meet a few of them prior seasons. So I think my favorite part will just be the people, the community that was created, like, and the crew. They're just the best. I could have asked for a better crew.
I agree with that. Having worked on 2 seasons of this show, I can contest that those people are amazing in every way, and not just the actors, everybody, hair and makeup, and
Yeah.
everybody, cinematographers, David, Brian, who does everyone's hair.
Uh,
I
He is
love Brian.
he
I
is
love
such a
Brian.
fantastic person. Yeah, it's I agree. I agree that that's what I'm gonna miss the most. Now I didn't get to work on the last season here, and it bummed me out. I was busy filming a movie. Uh, but I was kept in the loop by everybody of what was going on, and I can tell you, y'all need to watch this next season. It is
oh, that's gonna be crazy.
Yeah.
so wild. And not only that, but so every season of this show, Danny is able to bring in some amazing talent, and he does it again in this season. I'm obviously we can't say who's in the season, but it's y'all are gonna be totally surprised. Um, yeah, it's bittersweet, and there was a part of me. So for the audience out there, Danny doesn't do shows past this fourth season, but I was really hoping that he would with this because the Righteous Gemstones is such a fun show in every way. Um, yeah, that also bums me out that we won't have it anymore.
Yes.
But yeah, that's awesome. Um, you guys have played these characters now for going on 5 years. Are you gonna miss playing them?
God, yes. I mean, I don't know. Danny has always been playing the younger Danny McBride has always been a challenge and something that I wanted to get right. And Emma, the same thing with Emma, with Edie. She's always wanted. We just wanted to do the best that we could. Um, and I think I'm just gonna miss getting the hang of things. Every season, I would doubt myself. Like, oh, cool, we got renewed for season two. I would panic. I'm like, no, I can't do it again. There's no way. I'm never gonna be able to do it like I did last season. And every season, me and Emma both, we worked on it together, and we were able to just figure it out. And then the confidence came back, the character came back to us. Um, so yeah, man, of course I'm gonna miss playing him. He's freaking awesome. He's the funnest character I've ever played.
I agree. And it's also like something that hasn't like completely synced in yet.
Uh,
It's still kind of like unbelievable. It's kind of unbelievable to me still. But yeah, I'm gonna miss it a lot. And like Gavin said, every season came with like a new challenge for the character that we worked through together. So yeah, it's definitely gonna be missed a lot.
I love that. I love that so much. Okay. Let's get a a little bit behind the scenes. Uh, what what little behind the scenes stories can you to share that people might not know that went on?
Trying to think, man. I'm trying to get down to like, I don't know, Emma. Can you think of any off the top of your head? It's been so long,
Um,
or at least it feels like it has.
I mean, the first thing that comes to my head is when um David when David like just for like one pass of the scene, like we didn't like say any of our lines. We just did like animal noises. Do you remember that?
Remember that? When was that?
You don't remember that? We
No.
did we didn't just to like I think just to loosen up,
Yeah.
we just like didn't say our lines. We just everyone would like take turns like where their line would be, they would say do animal noises instead of
Oh,
lines.
I think I remember. There was a
Remember that? It was so funny. We could not get through it because it was so hilarious.
there was another time when David also he
The
wanted,
the, the enunciation.
yes, the enunciation. He wanted
We, yeah.
to enunciate our lines very well. We were like three takes in, and David was like, "All right, everybody stop what they're doing. Um, I want everybody to deliver their lines like this. They
So talked like this.
be delivered like
Mhm.
every syllable has to be delivered like this."
And
And
we could not get through the
no,
scene doing it like
everybody.
that.
It is funny to see people like John, crack and people that have been doing it for years crack. Um,
Everyone was crying. It was so funny.
Oh, that's I didn't I the background extra work I did, I never did scenes with you guys, but I doing scenes with Danny and Walton and John
uh,
uh and Edie and Cassidy, like, yeah, when people break, it's amazing. And I don't know, I think I might have asked you before, Gavin. I don't know if did David have you guys improv a lot?
honestly, I really, with improving, you would think we would do a lot of it, like especially me and Emma. But I think me and Emma just wanted to get it perfect so badly that we really, what we did predominantly was just study the crap out of what we had and made sure what we had was perfect. Um, so I'm sure David wouldn't have mind if we just sat there and talked for 3 hours and improvised. But honestly, I was just personally so focused on getting everything as perfect as I could that I kind of was nervous. I was kind of nervous to improvise every now and again, even though I shouldn't have been.
Love that. I'm gonna miss this show. I miss it so much. But Danny, well, I guess we can talk about it because it has been announced. It has been over a year now. Danny's next project. Y'all coming for that? Can you say?
If Danny, if you're watching this right now, I'll scrub toilets, dude.
Uh, I'm really excited for his next project. I have read that book at least 4 times now. And it's based right here in Charleston. So it's yeah, excited for that. Um, all right. So moving on from the gemstones, it's gone or will be gone, and we will miss it so much. And those people. I'm going to yeah, it's gonna be sweet, sweet sorrow. All right, so let's talk about any what are you two doing nowadays?
Man, just trying to Emma's trying to get moved down here. I'll let her talk more about that process, but I've been just doing my own thing as far as doing a lot of visual effects work for a project that I went up and shot in New York. It's going to be like a 10-minute skit, kind of like an old YouTube horror slash comedy. Like it's really trying to bring back old YouTube. So I've been super busy with doing a little bit of ADR and then also some visual effects for them because we're such a tight knit group. Um, that looking for part times in the meantime now that the gemstones is done. Um, and yeah, just we're just trying to get to the point where we can enjoy Charleston and start going out more and stuff like that. Um, but yeah, it's been slow. It's been sad ever since we wrapped. Um, I mean, we were like, "Hey, it's fine. We'll be back for season 5," and then, well, I say that. Well, no, no, yeah. I mean,
We didn't know when we were when we were filming, we like didn't know
yeah,
whether. Yeah.
it wasn't until the wrap party that we grew suspicious that this would be the last season.
Yeah, I remember reading that it was it. I think it was in Variety, and I was like, oh no, I was
I
wanting to do one more. I don't do background extra work anymore now that I'm a big shot movie producer, but I would have definitely come back for that. Also, my motto is always be plug-in. So y'all go watch my newest movie on Amazon Prime, Tubi, The Forest Hills, and then you can buy the Blu-ray and
I
DVD
really, I really
on
need.
all major outlets. What's that?
I that sounds awesome.
Yeah, It's
I
it's
got you.
it's so good. It's so different, and I love that about that.
But
Um, but yeah, I was really wanting to. I would have done it too. I would have come back and done background extra work. But
dude, I know it.
um,
There's so many people that like. I was very surprised at how many people were bummed. I mean, I knew the show was huge and it was big, but like, it's different when you see how genuinely sad people are that it's gone.
oh yeah. Oh, this is what happens. This is what happens. Emma, what are you doing? Emma, you are do so much in television. What is next for you?
Um, Honestly, it's been slow.
Yeah.
I've been auditioning a lot. Um, and yeah, like Gavin said, we love South Carolina. We are trying to move there. We're still figuring things out. Um, but yeah, we love it there. And yeah, just it's been really slow and auditioning like crazy and stay tuned.
I'm so excited. I'm gonna be honest. I love watching Emma on the TV. I love watching Gavin up on the big screen. It is so much fun. It's oh, y'all are fantastic. I can't wait. We have the Black Phone 2 coming out soon. I don't know if Gavin's in it or not. He wasn't gonna say.
No, I can't.
Uh,
I mean, technically, my answer for that is I could probably technically say something, but I want it to be a surprise. It'll be good for the movie for it to be a surprise. No spoilers or anything like that. But it's an honor to be a part of the first one, and yeah, you'll just have to wait and see, man. You don't know.
Now, Gavin is in an upcoming movie that I'm really excited for. I don't know if you can talk about it at all. Um,
Yeah.
it is called Devour,
Mhm.
and I'm really looking forward to that.
Yeah, that's a cool one, man. So I play. It's called Devour. Originally, it was supposed to be called the Virginia Bitches, but that doesn't sell too well, so they changed it to Devour. Um, and yeah, I play a band roadie named Dylan. Basically, just kid, happy-go-lucky, golden retriever type of kid, looking for a job, and I stumble across this all-female rock band, or like death metal rock, and yeah, I just get caught up in their insanity over the course of I think it's like 3 nights. And the first night I believe is Halloween night.
Love it. Yeah, I've been excited for that one for a while. And Emma, are we? I gotta ask, what is it like? Because I've worked for Netflix, for Warner Brothers, Lionsgate. I've never worked for Disney. How is that?
It's amazing. The people, like all the people, like our crew were amazing. And yeah, it was a show that I worked on for 6 months, 6 months of filming, 21 episodes. It was very exciting. It was like my childhood, like since I was like 7 when I first started, I always wanted to be like a series regular on a Disney show. So yeah, when I was 16 and I booked it, it was definitely very exciting and I hope that I my inner child was proud of me.
That is something about this industry. My inner child, anytime like getting to meet John Goodman, I grew up in the late 80s, early 90s. So Roseanne was big in my household. So my inner child was screaming when I was in the presence of Mr. John Goodman. Um, but pretty freaking scary. I've not watched it, but my sister and my kids watch it. And it looks fun. What is it about?
So it's about this girl. Her name is Frankie Rip, and she's like the popular girl at school. She's like the captain of the volleyball team, and one day she dies, and goes to the underworld. And
Oh,
she
oh,
meets, yeah, she dies, goes to the underworld, meets the Grim Reaper, finds out that she wasn't supposed to die, so she's allowed to come back. Yeah. And but be but she has to come back with two underworld assistants that become her friends.
okay. And you play a character called Nyx. Are
I
you're one of the assistants?
no, I'm a goth girl. And after Frankie comes back to life, I become her friend.
I got you.
A
That
very like complex. Like when she first told me about this,
Yeah.
like when the show was beginning, I don't remember when it was early into production. I was like, "Holy cow, that is a very complex story for a Disney."
yeah. That's definitely not something I would
Oh no, not at all.
that's I'm gonna be on the way you described it, it piques my interest. Um
It, yeah, it was really good.
that's so oh wow, okay. That's awesome. I love that. I love all that stuff. Um you also got to play Rizzo on the Pink Ladies. What was that like?
Which was it's still oh my gosh, it's still like one of my proudest moments. Because my dad and I we have loved Grease for forever. We've seen it like a million times. Rizzo has always been my favorite character. And like when I first auditioned for it, like I just like I had no clue that like I would be able to get a role like that. But yeah, I did like three auditions for it. And I got a phone call. I was eating breakfast, and like my mom started recording me, and it was the morning. I looked awful, but I was like screaming. It was amazing. The crew, the choreographers, just the sets. Oh my gosh, the sets were crazy. Everything was 50s, the Frosty Palace. Um, I was at the Frosty Palace. Um I was in Frenchie's bedroom from the original. It was insane. It was just one of the best things ever.
I love that. Okay. How many times have you made Gavin watch Grease?
All right, guys.
How many times have you watched it, Gavin?
I think this is my seventh time watching it.
I mean,
Really? Yeah.
it is.
No, I'm gonna be honest. Listen, I'm terrible at watching movies and TV shows. I haven't seen it. I haven't seen Pretty Freaking Scary. I'm a terrible boyfriend. I haven't seen Pretty Freaking Scary. Uh, I have not seen Grease. Um, I am planning on watching it.
He's seen the Righteous Gemstones.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
That one, that one he did watch.
I did
To
watch that. Yeah.
to be fair, has Emma watched, I don't know, The Black Phone?
I went
We
with him to see
we
it.
saw it. We literally saw it together while we were filming. Was it season two or three of Gemstones?
Yeah.
Three?
Three, yeah.
Oh my gosh, dude. It was really cool. I remember David asking me about it on set, and I gave him like such a. I remember when he responded, I was like, why did I say that? That was so stupid. Like, I look up to David so much, and there are times where I totally like, I'm like relaxed and chill around him and I come off genuine. But then there are other times where, I'm nervous. I'm like he's no one to be nervous around, but I look up to him. So I'm just like the answer I gave him was just stupid, but it's a great movie. Yeah, we watched it during the film of the season three.
I I remember because I was filming season three of The Righteous Gemstones and Grease at the same time. So um I remember I had told David, um he's like one of the like only people that I told David about me being Rizzo. And then while we were filming the classroom scene with Braxton, um, I was doing the first line. I think it was like, I know you like it or something. And he told me, because I told him that, he told me to say, I know you like it, stud. And
Oh,
I'm like, David, you're in trouble. But it was iconic. And yeah, it was in the scene. So
I love that. Oh wow.
Yeah,
Oh,
wouldn't tell anybody, dude. Like,
I
bro,
it was so I did not tell anybody.
everybody in hair and makeup was trying so hard, and they're in the industry, so they know what's filming and what's hiring for crew. And they were like, what, okay, it's this, it's got to be this. Or what
Well,
about,
because it's because they knew I was doing something because I was going back and forth,
right?
um, like during filming. And so like they were really trying really hard to get it out of me. And this was like Greece was so important to me that I was like, no, I'm
Got
like
it. Yeah.
it's locked in there.
wait, so
Um,
you were literally filming both shows at the same time?
yes.
Dang. I don't even think John does that, does he?
Dude, I don't, John's probably like, for this. No, I'm not
Yeah,
doing.
like
Dude, that's crazy. I mean, I know John goes basically from the Gemstones to the Connors, but that's I always so I don't know if you know Michael J. Fox. He did that. He was filming Back to the Future and Growing Pains at the exact same time. As someone who makes movies, I can tell you that is no easy feat to be doing multiple projects at the same time, Emma. That's crazy. I didn't know you were doing that's wild.
yeah, also I was going we filmed Grease in Canada. So I
Yeah,
was going from South Carolina to Canada and back, and then I went again and back.
Was that
So
up at the that was up in Vancouver?
yes, Vancouver.
That's wild. Oh, that's literally flying across the country.
I know. I forget about that, Emma. That's nuts. I forget it was literally another country.
Yeah, and human beings are not, well, I'm not meant to be in a plane that many times. Like it makes me sick. So that's props to you. Props to you. That's crazy. Dang, Emma.
Dude, she's
Also,
an alcoholic.
I'm I'm pretty sure also one of the times it was like a 1 day shoot, so I was literally right in and out, like within like 24 hours probably. Yeah.
I've done stuff like that. Like when I was in my background extra days, like I was doing like Halloween Kills, I was just there for a day. So that's not so bad. But yeah, if you're that's so crazy. That's so wild. Because you got to think about it, too, as an actor, you're the character, you're memorizing those lines, right? Like you're in the mindset of that character. And then this next day, same day, you're like, now I gotta go memorize these other lines and be this whole other character. And that's wild to me. That's wild. I told y'all she's talented. I told you. That's there you go. Gavin, could you do that?
Dude, I was just about to say this. I thought about that. I think me and Emma were talking about it maybe a few weeks ago or something to that nature. And I thought to myself, I'm like, I don't know if I'd be able to do that. I mean, I always seem to figure everything out, no matter if the odds are against me or not. But like, I don't think so, man. Like, not as easily and as professionally as she did. Like, those characters are so polar opposite from each other. Um, and also, too, I mean, it's like our role and how much we're featured in these episodes of the Gemstones has gotten bigger and bigger and bigger. So, we're sometimes, like, especially in season three, we had a hefty amount of lines. So I don't know how she did it, man. It's crazy.
Season 3, I was probably in like 17 of the scenes.
Yeah, dude, it's nuts.
So it was a lot, but it was so much
Yep.
fun.
So,
I love being busy. I
Yeah,
love being busy.
same. I totally get that. And now, well, I'm making the stuff. I'm not acting. As someone who has tried to be an actor and it did not work out for me, uh, because I can't memorize lines for shit. So, plus, I break character all the time and I get everyone laughing and then everyone gets pissed off at me. Anyway, uh, I don't know how y'all do it. I don't. It's crazy. That is wild to me. I could not imagine doing that. That's crazy. Um, whew.
We just go into like an alternate. I don't know how to explain it. We just like completely disassociate in the middle of the scene. Like it's there are times where like I'm done with the scene and I'm like, wait, was that a good scene or not? Like, did I forget this line or that line? Like, it's wild. It's weird.
Like you said, sometimes like I'll like we'll be doing the scene and then like I'll blink and it'll be over and I'm like, what just
What
did I
just
just do it? Like what happened? Did I miss something?
Oh yeah, it goes. I remember when I first did my first acting gig. It was for a short film years ago, and we did the first scene I was in, and it was over in seconds, and I was like, "Wait, that's it?" Like, and they're like, "All right, on to the next scene," and it's like, "But what?" Like I'm sitting here with this conception in my head that like it's each scene takes hours and
yeah.
days, and no, not at all.
I've just gotten to the point as an actor where I feel like I can be in the moment and just comfortable with being there. But a lot of the times, like I'm so worried about getting everything right, it kind of I feel like the anxiety from that kind of takes you out of it. You disassociate just a little bit, and like I said, when they yell, cut, you're like, oh, what happened? It's just now that as an actor, I've been like, hey man, like it's okay to take a breath and relax, have fun. It's not a big deal. Um, and to be able to make like I feel like more conscious decisions when I'm in the middle of the scene rather than heavily rely on what I've practiced.
True. Oh, got a question. Okay, so because you two do all your scenes together and stuff, you guys after you're done shooting, you guys hang out and do you when you guys are done for the day and you go off to do your own thing, have you guys ever just stayed in character?
I feel like I feel like we'll be like it'll be after like filming and like I'll we'll just like be having like a conversation and Gavin is still in his Danny voice.
Really?
Like he just sounds he like himself he like he is so Danny like he sounds like Danny just on his own but like we'll be talking after set and he'll just like totally still be in the voice and I'm like
Very
you
good.
sound like Danny right now. Yeah. But yeah, definitely. Yes, he does.
And we've called each other like I don't think we're still the characters, but like it's funny. Like I'll just Emma will be saying something to me, and I'll just be like, "Shut up, Judy," you know. Um,
Well, if you let's say you call times at 6 a.m. and you guys go till I don't know 5 and then so you've been those characters all day. You've been
yeah.
calling each other those names, and then let's say afterwards you're like, oh, let's go to a cookout and grab dinner, and then all of a sudden you have to call yourselves your real names, and I could see how that could be.
Oh
Uh,
yeah, I'm
you
sure
know.
there are times where I'm like Emma or Judy, Judy. Oh shit, Emma.
No, I think there's been one time where like I accidentally like while we were in a scene, I accidentally said Gavin instead
Yes,
of
you did. I remember
I,
that.
I did. Maybe a couple times,
No,
but
just once, but I
just
remember that. That was
but
fun.
I did it one time and I was like, again.
I love that. Oh, I love that. All right, so we filmed this show here in Charleston. I know I think I've asked Emma this, but I'm not sure. What is your favorite thing about Charleston?
Man, honestly, since season one, Charleston became a vibe. It has its own. That's why we moved out here. It has its own like I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. Like
The
Feel,
the vibe is just very like summer happy,
yeah,
like beachy.
we
Um,
would yeah, absolutely. We would even listen to what's the song? What's our song that we listen to? We're just trying to catch a
a
good
good time.
Oh, I
uh
love that.
and that was like our song every time we.
And just down in the car driving to the beach with that song on.
Oh my gosh. And yeah, that's what we fell in love with was just the like the feeling that it had. The I don't know if you'd call it aura. That might be cringy. Uh just like the freaking I don't know, just I don't know how to explain it. Um
It's like the feeling is like that song that's like, and when I'm back in Chicago, yeah, that's what it feels like when you're in South Carolina.
Yeah, and even living here now, like living here feels different. I'm about 40 so minutes from the beach, not super close. Um, maybe a little bit longer. So it feels a little bit different, but like when I start going towards West Ashley, it all comes back to me. The feelings when I see the hotel that we stayed up in, I see the cookout we'd go eat at, the feeling comes back. So
Having to having to run across that main road to get the cookout.
oh
It's so scary every time you really have to dash.
yeah, we would almost die like every time.
Like
Oh
two in the
yeah.
morning. 2 in the morning
Uh,
running across the street.
as I was gonna say, as some like I know where that cook at it in the hotel is, and yeah, it's that road stays busy.
Oh my, yes.
Oh, I do love the cookout. Folly Beach or Sullivan's Island?
We predominantly have gone to Folly, right?
Yeah.
But Sullivan's Island, is that where Dave took us? Or were you even there? I don't remember if
I don't think I was there.
we had.
So well, is it no, Danny's said it before in many interviews. So Sullivan's is where Danny lives.
Okay, I
It
think I went to a beach over at Sullivan's Island with some buddies of mine. It was my buddy CJ and his fiance Kristen. They came down here because they eventually want to move out here as well. I think we went to a beach in Sullivan's Island. It was gorgeous. We just walked it at night. We didn't get in the water or anything like that, and it was beautiful. Um, so I don't know. I haven't experienced Sullivan's Island enough. Um, so I'll go Folly. I'll say Folly.
I'll say Folly too.
Folly. I'm Sullivan's. Only because they have Post Tavern and
Yeah,
they have the best burger in South Carolina. Um, that's awesome. I love it. I love South Carolina. I couldn't imagine. I've lived so many places, and this is my favorite. I'll never leave. Um, yeah, it's amazing here. All right, y'all. We've talked about gemstones. We've talked about your past projects. Y'all are amazing. I can't say this enough. Especially I now have more respect for Emma because I've learned that you were shooting two shows at the same time.
crazy.
That is no easy task to do. Y'all, this has been so much fun. I could talk to you guys for hours, but unfortunately, we are on a time crunch here. Y'all, go check these two out. Gemstones returns for the fourth and final season on
Sure.
March 9th. It is going to be a fantastic season. And if you have never seen the show, which blows my mind that I have people in my life that have not seen the show yet. Y'all, it is the best. It's so funny. Every person in the show is amazing in every way. Y'all, you guys got any final words?
Dude, honestly, there's no words that could wrap it up, the entire experience. I told Danny this. I said, thank you so much at the wrap party. I said, you changed my life. And he said something really sweet back to me. He said, no, you changed your life. And that really meant a lot to me, but still without everybody, and by everybody I literally mean everybody hair, everybody makeup. I don't want to say specific names because there are specific names that I don't know, so I just will say everybody because everybody's equally as helpful to the show. um yeah, I mean, the experience, the people, and the fun times that we had, it is the best. It's been the best time of my life. It's been the highlight of my life so far.
Well, also, like, we started the show when we were kids. Like,
Yeah,
we grew up on this show and we grew up all together. So it's definitely, it's like graduating. It's like
yeah,
graduating high school. It's like you've been with these people for like years and now it's like you're going off on your own path, which is really sad, but also there's more things to come, more opportunities, but nothing, I don't know if anything will compare, honestly.
yeah.
Oh, that's so sweet. I love that. And yes, it is the one major downfall of working in movies and television is when something wraps, especially when something wraps for good. Everyone goes their separate ways and they go work on other things. And uh, a lot of times nowadays, you do end up back on the same projects, which is
Right.
nice. Um, but yeah, that is definitely the one sad part. But you two are an item, which is amazing. I love that. So you got that. And I seriously cannot wait to see what y'all do next. It's gonna be fantastic. Um, Hey y'all, thank you for coming, y'all guys and girls, and watching this episode of Hollywood Hangouts. Hit that follow button, share this episode, and I'll see y'all next week. Gavin, Emma, thank you guys and girls for being here and hanging out with me. Um, I seriously, you two are the best, and we'll see y'all next time.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much, man, for having us on.
Um,